It's a lot of small creeps as well. That's a medium camp, so.
Look at that number, 23-4. That's all that matters.
6.
Get his mud golems out.
Top, barely even. 18-4 to 18-1.
Oh, arcane.
First is really low.
TI9 has to be a bit careful here.
Radiant structures are
There it
fortified.
is, the gush Lina. Cannon you all.
S4 should be fine. He might have to TP out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's gonna feel okay, I think, for Navi. This Weaver's gonna get 2 waves of XP now.
RTC is holding on to a lot of skill points. Not anymore, he leveled it over.
North is active though. Do they have sleep on the sleep?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I like his tips.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Oh,
attack.
he gives it to the RTC.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Over here now.
Because he's against.
It's not always normal. Magical is dead. I think he is going against TA because usually Overload people go 1-1-4. Because
Dire's
it increases the
middle
mana
tower
cost
is under
of
attack.
static remnant by 10 each level. But in this matchup, he's blocking your overloads. You're using your overloads to break the shield. So I think it's more important that when you get your hits in, it's like a big static remnant hit rather than like the chunking in with overload.
Camps up here. Like classic.
It's also more damage per stack. He auto attacked it from
Oh, he
Shadow.
did. No, I didn't see it.
That was good.
The worst feeling. It's like guaranteed kill.
Or even reading.
Is Crystallize going for it? He is.
Yeah, true.
Radiant are scanning.
Wait, he might die here.
Oh, huge play. Played that so well. The fact that he stunned but then stayed hidden where he was like ready to.
Dire's
out of there.
structures are fortified.
EG's early game is going a lot better than the last game. With a, arguably weaker early game team. They have a Storm who is not known for being a super strong killer in the lane now. But he's 3-0-0.
Dire are scanning.
Bad sign, double Wraith fan. Hitting. He's got
Dire's
level
middle
advantage.
tower
Walk
is
on
under
top.
attack.
They instantly start escape.
He's just gonna take his stacks. One is fun. The Q also helps you take stacks easier. If you're getting a lot of stacks in your jungle, it scales more damage per level than Overload.
Yeah, 5 instead of.
Overload's just generally better because when you're doing a lot of smaller jumps with your ult, you'll get more damage overall with more points in Overload.
And probably against like range. Gonna get overload hits.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to point it out. The contour.
Regular runes.
Yeah.
Looking for me?
It's a lot easier when the mid lane with.
Ball lightning. Blue, red, or green?
Red.
You guys.
I use the green because it's the cooler one, but I think the red's probably the coolest. The classic is also just nice. The only
so
blue
they're
ball.
TP bottom. They TP
Over here
bottom.
now.
He's looking for axe, I think.
The axe is fine.
He's
His
pinging.
large
He's
cannon.
pinging. He's looking for the axe. Then he gave up. Oh, axe is gonna.
Place he didn't.
Oh,
He's gonna realize because he's getting. Yeah, he knows.
hiding.
The ganker has been ganked.
Oh, look at Gyro's rotation. This is the classic RTD gyro rotation. But the art from the
Dire's
Navi
middle
side
tower
kind
is
of
under
out.
attack.
Just as a
Tower though?
Dire's
Then
middle tower
I'd
has
swing.
fallen.
So
Then time for 10-minute boundaries.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, stupendous.
3 boundaries for EG. So, that's nice. Not as important as last game, but the boundaries give you this early game advantage.
Oh, this TA trap is seeing Martisi.
Double damage.
Oh,
public attack. Draw
the
copy.
Weaver DD is an amazing fight from Navi.
Should've just let me have my phone.
That doesn't.
Touche. Blown away.
Man, that's what it's like when I play carry. I just farm in bad places all the time. Then they find me and then I die and then I'm shit.
Oh, the middle.
Is he trying to?
He's trying to take the smaller stacks, not
Radiant
the entrance.
structures are fortified.
And then he got another damage trap.
Tough. Guys, please fight around my Ravage.
Yeah, he's not going to want to leave this until he takes the tower. So, probably the Storm should rotate at some point,
Radiant's
but the
bottom
Gyro's
tower
going to rotate
is under
more.
attack. Dire's structures are
Got drums
fortified.
finished and a Passy.
Dire
Feeling good about
are
himself.
scanning.
Stop it.
At the same time, Navi trades with the bottom tier one.
Dire's top tower
Besides the
is
only
under
hero you get
attack.
two stuff.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Sure.
attack.
That's for nerd.
Yeah, it did kind of.
There's a smoke. No, he's gonna
Dire's
try
top
to
tower
ward the
has
jungle
fallen.
up, you know, so the Gyro doesn't get a bunch of stacks. That was nice.
Mirror TP on bottom.
Where's the all chat fly?
Mirror flying in.
That was sick. Prediction.
That's not gonna feel too bad though, because Terrorize is now on cooldown and his TP. Obviously it's sad you lost the
Dire's
kill.
top tower
but
is under attack.
100 seconds when they'll Terrorize, you can maybe pressure this bottom tier 1, try to take their jungle, take top tier 2. Feel better about the map.
Mana go for it. Like the other Weaver we saw earlier, just skip tread.
That's a player by player thing, I think. Some players prefer going boots on their hero. Usually if they go boots, they'll go to treads, but some players don't ever go boots on the hero.
I guess I would rather do, if not do treads, yeah, make it boot. Fine, but like, I'd rather get like tread value. Yeah.
Easy is so
Radiant are scanning.
off.
Mid tier 1 is still up for EG. That tower is really important because defending their tri-camp, the ancients, and the entrance to their bottom jungle. So it's hard for Navi
Radiant's
to
top
kind of
tower
run in
is
there.
under
Maybe
attack.
if they wanted to smoke with this like Weaver AA, try to get a pick. They can't really pressure it now because there's all these tier 1s up.
Poor Breezy, man. Stop down
Dire's
here for
bottom
1
tower
minute.
is under attack.
Why is he stuck? Why is he still? Wait, or something? Go or
Radiant's
Build it
top
all.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
and anti-fun terrorizer.
Almost.
So X finally came out, but he's getting all kind of first catch. So close to blink.
Need strength instead of 40 attack speed. More chances for a spin.
He doesn't have Vanguard yet, so.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Do you ever have you run the attacking procs counter?
I have not, but I've heard that it works with illusions as well. So if you go Manta and you have a high attack speed, you just spin all the Manta.
Oh, so you just spend 5,000 gold. To...
Yeah.
That's a terrible
Dire's
count.
top tower is under attack.
And the damage on average is like what, 36 pure per attack, max. I
You're
guess
not
the AOE, but
your hero's job is not a.
Yeah, you want to be this tanky hero. The HP regen at 20 gives you more spins. It gives you more HP to get hit, to get more spins, do more damage.
I get like the one benefit to it though is that it does increase your damage, and that could potentially unlock blades, which like fight. So maybe there's some justification.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Where is getting?
What's the point of the rush?
A good yours game, like.
If he gets Bramble Mace,
Dodge the terrorize as well. Dodge the like purge yourself from the stun.
oh yeah, from like.
Oh, look at this. The two support tools from Navi.
Some damage.
Where's the party?
Nice
You
stun dodge.
had your
there,
warning.
That Mayor is not bad from last game.
โอ้โห โด
Sure,
นไหม
Arteezy's
สี
mad too from
just
dying,
a
but
baby
he knew right away there was a ward. No hard gank. But he had a double kill.
Yeah, but Navi, I feel like definitely more. What happened?
They do get dewarded though, and they still farm the ancients. Like the big creeps are still farmed by, gonna be farmed by them, so it's not too big of a loss for AG.
This ward is really good. I think saw the
See how they react. It's got haste rune.
he's baiting.
He dies too fast.
Yep. You're right. Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. Just like pairing A with Axe
โอ้
is
โห
just so
โด
much
นไหม
damage.
สี just a
That was
baby
weird. I thought they saw it.
business.
I thought they saw this.
I mean, they probably did. Maybe they just didn't expect to die that quick. Maybe Lina was not necessarily too slow. Even if he's faster, it's still.
And I think like strong. Kaya yours.
Yeah, he's letting it tread.
I think he was trying to like do the wave and hit it once and then back off, but it was kind of difficult for him. He instantly
The blink.
Navi is just outmaneuvered.
How are you gonna fight now with this?
Held you?
A lot of good plays
Radiant's
from
middle
Navi.
tower
the
is
past
under attack.
yeah, and also killing streaks give a lot more XP now than they did in previous patches.
Radiant structures
So
are
mentioned their head
fortified.
of net worth to unlock is like
Radiant's
many
top
levels.
tower is under
A lot of
attack.
the early game
Dire's
kills right
bottom
now
tower
don't feel amazing
Radiant's
if you don't
top
keep
tower
snowballing.
is fortified.
Because the kill streak XP is a lot more than your level,
Dire's
or about
bottom
similar.
tower is under
So,
attack.
you know, you're 7-0
Radiant's
Storm,
middle
you're level
tower is
12,
under attack.
you just gave someone 2 levels for killing you. And now they're back in the game.
I feel like EG has to somehow come up with a way. You have to.
It's hard, right? I think there's not many good objectives from them to force.
scared.
Run all the way to the tier 2 top, or defend a tower. And Navi doesn't need to push a tower right now. So Navi's just kind of playing back. TA wants to get, you know, Blink, Deso, BKB. So Weaver kind of wants to pressure the map. He's not going to force a tower because he dies so easily. I think they're
Where would they go?
probably to the Tide Hunter. Top. The gyro. Maybe.
If they fight any more farther, Tide can come. Navi is kind of.
It's Ravage, but no follow-up hit.
I thought they wouldn't go the Tide, but good. Now for Ravage.
This team was too far. They were standing around the gyro and then they...
Told you a storm was coming.
Yes, it is.
Zip-zap.
Oh,
They're
they're
gonna
still
chase. He has
chasing.
no
They're
mana.
still chasing.
He has
They
no
know he
TP
doesn't
either.
have TP.
Oh,
Ding, mother. Sink.
You came
Grab.
too close to the sea.
Magic on the board, 1, 3, and 1. A good TA. Is that what I do?
This is when the game gets scary, I think, for EG.
Axe made for the
Dire's
fight.
top tower
Like
is
even
under
right now, I
attack.
feel like they don't have Ravage, right?
Yeah, it's... They can force this mid to go in. I think it's a lot safer if they wait for this TA BKB and then they force a Roche after the next Ravage. I think this Ravage is kind of a smaller window because of the BKB. Or the lack of a BKB.
Talking about B
Radiant's bottom
has one
tower
mid.
is under attack.
for enemies. Friends. Ina. Kind of going back and forth. Where do you want to go?
It's really hard for them to find this objective fight right now, I think, for EG. There's no tier 1
Radiant's
towers.
bottom
All these tier
tower
2s
is
are
under attack.
awkward to push because of the map. The TA cuts bot waves, so they can't walk into the triangle to contest Ancients either. All their movements are kind of predictable.
Magical T-traps at bottom lane. Even if like 4 Legion members are at bottom, you can't win. This magical traps. Oh, he let one through. Last, just
Is you gonna try to force something? It's hard. They have to catch this TA.
I think they realize they wanna. Alright, you're not jumping on me. I wanna. But the 2 BKBs are gonna be up for Weaver TA.
Got a Ravage.
Double damage.
They
Dire's
do have a
middle
really
tower is under
nice
attack.
burst. They have really good chain stun. So if they stun before Navi has no save. His axe doesn't counter initiate. That's a lot of smokes being used.
I believe that's their last smoke. They're gonna be kind of stuck on the map now if they don't get a good kill right now. Or fight.
Tide has a counter initiate Ravage. I
Radiant's
assume
middle
like
tower
Storm
is
will
under
jump in
attack.
first.
Dire's top tower is
Ravage.
under attack.
Oh, oh, that was so close. It just.
He's gonna go down. Well, long jump.
Smear's out of mana now. Oh, huge stun from Crit. Wow, the EG support. Using a huge core.
Actually ends up being pretty bad for EG in the end. What happened? It looked like they had decent setup on Navi, then Beacon popped again.
The Axe called the 2 backliners, so they didn't have the follow-up Black Cannon and Rocket
Yeah,
Rock.
Breezy played really good. He was the one who was in the front line, got stunned. He got 2 men stunned,
Dire's
then
middle
stunned.
tower
It didn't
is
matter
under
because
attack.
Axe was the Axe can counter it.
3 rows. They were preparing for the famous Aegis.
Yeah.
game is comfortably in Navi's.
Yeah, the last 1 minute or 2 minutes. What happened? Favored Navi heavily. It's exactly what they wanted. Second BKB. Fight with that 10 KB. Out of it. Where
They wanted this, they're hitting this like 20-30 minute mark really, really well.
smoke right away. Tide doesn't have
Radiant's
ravage.
middle
It's
tower
gonna be a
is under
bad fight.
attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Like the way actually, I think jump right in, so. Nice heal dodge.
Now A dies.
Max might go down as well.
Really worked on by Sumail. Try and get top two. The crit get a huge bug.
He's dead.
The temple
The
decreed
Tide's probably not going to go down. It's harder for them to chase, but a nice trap on the gyro.
Tries to save him. He's gonna take bug damage. Oh, the bug kills him! Oh my god.
And they go for one more.
Then armor bonus. Now the right one comes out. He him up. Storm a little bit. He's got a mana. Nukes, but okay.
They're all going to back.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
That was without a ravage too.
That was a
You're
very-
EG, you're pretty happy with that.
They played that fight really well. The Sumail went in. He forced a Yules on himself to, you know, the Willow was
Dodge
trying to protect
Willow,
the.
you know, terrorizer.
It was a bit unfortunate for
Yeah.
Dark Willow cut.
And then he kept jumping the backline. He realizes this AA, this Willow are very important for their game plan on Navi. They want to, you know, sit back, throw an Ice Blast, sit back, throw a Terrorize, you know, get a couple Bramble Mazes off, control the Storm.
I mean, if he kills the Dark Willow, there's almost nothing holding him back from not being disabled. So they just act.
He's about to finish his Bloodstone. This could be the turning point. I'd still be scared. There's still an Aegis on the TA. I think they're still strong. Crit goes down.
You get that
Never
one?
had a chance.
Yeah, I got that one. Oh, you
Never
get it?
had a chance.
I mean, my
Never
camera
had a
is not
chance.
important. Your camera is
Radiant's
important.
middle
But that's the whole purpose, is that I move around, click on heroes, fall asleep a little bit, and then you tell me what happens so I don't have to catch
Radiant's
it.
Alright, what happened was
Under
Chris
attack.
just tried to cut mid-lead.
The wave was not cut.
Radiant's middle tower has
It's
fallen.
okay.
He cut himself on the way.
So Navi's playing under a ward. It's gonna get dewarded. Now they are controlling so much of the map.
Radiant's
You
top
look at
tower
the
is under attack.
Let's
rating
take a look.
heroes.
It's
That's
not
the
good.
vision.
It's not good.
So even though Navi isn't farming the whole map, they're farming, you know, about 30% of the map. EG's farming 0. They're getting
Radiant's
whatever
top
lanes they
tower
get in
has
their
fallen.
base. So this net worth lead is gonna keep going up as the following minutes come.
Until fight happens, and if they can win a fight, and they get map control. But we'll see.
So it just feels really awkward for them. You see they all are kind of inching towards bot. This ET kind of tries to ward, protect the gyro, but even the Tide is sitting behind him, so
This ward is going to be the ward with the... This ward is going to allow backline a Dark Willow.
Daedalus on the TA. Scary. That guy will one-shot you.
Well, on the bright side,
How do we tell when the Aegis goes?
you have to do math based on.
So like in...
I don't actually.
Radiant's bottom
It's
tower
20 seconds.
is under attack.
Bloodstone finish. He's kind of feeling it. The last fight.
Let the fun begin! Oh!
Once he makes Orchid the game,
Radiant's bottom tower
Orchid's
is
good
under
against Weaver.
attack.
He has a BKB, but once his BKB goes down, it's good. You get it on the axe before call. You can't kill him before call. He's not that tanky against Storm
Radiant's
if he gets
bottom
Orchid.
tower has fallen.
catch you in a little with it isn't bad either. I mean, she has Yules to force, but it's like gives you a
Or jump the A while the Willow's immobilized.
Guys, Sword, I feel like.
saying that, but
Navi is gonna stick around here.
They're gonna wait for next Aegis, I think. Navi's gonna try to end with Aegis cheese in about 3 minutes.
Dire are
I
scanning.
think that's gonna be their strongest time in the game. After that, I think EG's gonna start scaling really well. Storm is gonna get Orchid in about 5 minutes, 6 minutes. They win another team fight. Gyro is gonna get to the point where he doesn't die in a call, and he can turn on the TA and kill the TA. Pops Refraction fast with Rocket Barrage. Turn a fight.
You see this? TA, Magic Core,
Radiant
TP'd
are
out
scanning.
5 mines. Now EG's
and they're oh, good Rabbit on 2. Orlina really paying off her abilities. BKB
is getting
back
controlled behind by crit.
Oh, he lived on that.
left. Nelson's really gets a triple kill. Huge grab. You know, you thought that ward, this was the ward, dude. This ward spotted the double Ravage with the follow-up from Storm. Oh no, they still have him. He's got BKB, but he's just dead.
He had no chance to press it.
Are fortified.
Just like that, the game is gonna feel really hard now.
A lot of bodies.
That was a nice Ravage from S4. He saw the 2 heroes and he knew that they would be able to kill both of them in a Ravage. So without hesitation, he blinked up, Ravage, had a nice follow-up from his team.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like a perfect case of Alina 4. Because I was like, oh, maybe he won't live. And then boom, the ulti hits. The other spells too.
Nice double stun. Looking great.
Yeah.
The butterfly finished on this marathon.
Big way, that's really helpful.
Yeah, the 2 supports are gonna get boost staffs, so Scepter.
Instant Yules Beast taking so much damage. That was just Dark Willow killing him actually.
Wow. He goes in again. Gonna get the triple.
Close to name.
Crit has no TP. Hope he runs for his life.
So even with the like instant Yules on the act, it still took too much damage from.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, the
that's
damage
Willow.
comes from not the act.
It
It's
comes from
everything.
the Dark Willow and it comes from the Gale.
Like literally every hero except the act.
And he does tons of damage with Bedlam, but then it's magic, so it's amplified by Cold or Ice Vortex.
RTZ did die, but oh, Sumer picked up 2. Now he picked up the damage.
Really hard.
So really good timing because Rosh is about to spawn. It's gonna have double damage. This is gonna be
The TA is now going for a sheep, I think. I think that's really good this game. The Storm is the one that gave them the most issues because he's jumping this backline. So Dark Willow's A, they can't defend it without this axe call. That's unreliable versus a hero like Storm. So once he gets his sheep, and the Storm overextends, he's instantly dead.
It's definitely an item that works for.
Gyro's going for Satanic as well. That's really big this game for him too.
oh, big fight coming up.
3 eggs. Okay.
ED Storm 2.
Edge of the fight, but cleans up RTD. No buyback for him. Dark Willow's on the ground, they pick up Gem as well. Not facing after soon mail. He
There has no
off.
mana. It's time to pull out everyone, EG.
Gets sent back all the way. Almost another catch, but
Crits get caught. Fly is
sure
doing
we're
what he can. Oh, that prediction stun. Is that gonna be enough? It is. Gone by crit. But he's got no mana.
That's a dead hero.
I'm sensing
Rosh is off, but they have no
Radiant
disable.
are scanning.
Navi, the enemy, Sumer's soul.
The buyback.
Flybys back.
Picking up Ags next.
He didn't go to the Vortex talent at 20, so it's gonna be a little weaker than it could be. I think it's really good though, because Navi has been grouped in these fights. The Tidehunter gets a good Ravage. 2-3 heroes, he follows it up, gives him another 3 seconds to disable on the Ravage. Can be really good. It's also good about fighting Roche. Roche pit, it'll always pull everyone over. So you always get a free roll.
So let's set a place decorate.
TA25 is really big as well.
I hate playing against this so much, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just running along and all of a sudden it's like,
You get bashed, you get sheeped.
Battle for the rules, guys. Battle for the rules. Hide no Ravage.
They can't walk out.
Can they? I like this.
it's in super. The other Protoss guy.
EG's gonna
Oh, they hit the bottom there. Oh, it's just
Stupendous!
don't can.
Dire's turret has been killed.
We got a good item.
That was T's Void Stone per sheep.
It's rough, dude.
Oh, Gyro is showing bottom. I did. Shit. Bottom. They do it fast. Where's the box? Box are a business.
He's at negative.
This is still on the dark pool. There's not a lot of action plays, but Roach is dead already.
We're too fast with the box and the double merge. Axe Blizz is just manning up. He wants to go. Box for vision. Blizz has his eyes on the fly. Oh, magical is in. Crit uses Boss Scepter.
Char has the PB just to live.
I don't think he knew that TA was stunned there. I guess TA could have beat KB. In which
Those
case,
side blades were really nice to
Radiant's
play.
middle tower is under
died.
attack.
We used Ghost Scepter and all of a sudden it's just like one hit hits him and he goes away.
Both waves cut by the storm.
Very
Which
nice.
the green
Dire's
wave.
top tower is under attack.
Back off now. This is when you accept you can't go high ground and you take the map control. We're gonna try to cut bot, top, and mid, and then maybe he's gonna try to trap bot so bot pushes in as well. Try to do the choke movement again from a couple minutes ago.
Magical is feeling very confident. We're out. Top.
Another big kill.
I don't know if it's worth it though. Let's see.
Oh, nice grab.
The BTB on the scene.
Weaver is coming over. It's here soon. Top mana.
He missed his bell dash.
The two kills are down. It's gonna be a good fight for you. There's the good job. Oh, they got the Weaver. Will they catch Weaver? Wait, what? Oh no! I thought Sumer would go on the Weaver. The backline instead, and
Over here!
Yeah, that would have been huge.
but it's hard
He
to
does the
tell.
buyback,
I
but-
think he expected.
He also jumped before they got the stun on the Weaver. You can't stop the jump once you go. So you had to commit at that point for going to the back line. TA now has finished the sheep in 20 seconds.
Gave me PTSD, dude.
The game is not great for EG, but Smell's having a great game. 17, 2, and 4.
Did I
think
put him on a
Storm's gonna
fantasy?
carry this
You're
game.
damn right I did. No, I didn't actually.
Didn't.
Which probably is the better.
Illusion!
Not this game. But those ones. What are the fantasy points? 17, 3. Magical's beat.
Probably last hits, kills,
17, 2.
deaths.
It's probably like runes
don't
or
Maybe towers.
it could be like towers, Roche. It's probably Roche killed.
Sumer's gonna hit another.
What's that?
Over here now!
The TA sheep now. I think that's really scary. It's more scary than the storm. He can like show his face in the fight where TA is not showing. If he jumps his backline and the TA is nowhere to be found, he gets melt bashed and then cheaped and then melt bashed again. Can't live. He dies in 3 hits anyway. You don't even need the sheep.
Dire structures are fortified.
Move, smoke.
Mind are as one.
Oh, Navi, do you want more?
What a catch here.
Right next to the shrine. The A blast connects. About backline. Magical dive. The shrine is still active.
Smell goes down. He has buyback.
Sooner dive, sooner buyback. Another shrine.
He's just gonna get focused now. He should be fine. Oh, nice pull. This A is gonna be a buyback as well.
Miss.
Nice fight there for
Night.
RTZ kind of dying again. Engagement. Yeah, they actually just had a really good call for Axe. Caught him.
He caught the gyro, and the gyro got an instant BKB, but it didn't really matter. It was a nice re-engage by the S4 on the backline, and then Sumail jumped the A and the Dark Willow, and they instantly killed this A. He bought back, but it was too late, I think.
Oh, they're chasing. That's actually without buyback too.
7.
He lost a couple with the last fight, I think, but it's not too bad.
Gonna finish his axe too. He doesn't have buyback.
This is one scary talent though for the Dark Willow. Bramble's now 8-second cooldown. That's 15 seconds. So, you know, you throw one on yourself, on your A, and if Storm jumps you and he jumps a little too much to the left or the right, he gets rooted. He maybe feels the need to heal himself. You already have another one set up.
Then you can actually disable him and kill him.
Yeah. And I like what he's doing. He has a AN disc, but he has one of the components locked.
Dire's bottom tower.
That way
is
if he
under
gets gone
attack.
on, he wants to use it. Right click and
But if he gets ganked top and
Dire's
he has
bottom
buy,
tower has fallen.
he's fine to not waste the
Dire's
cooldown.
middle
It's like
tower is
reincarnation.
under attack.
Sumer did get BKB.
Okay.
okay. Till his neck.
And then I believe he's going to replace the Kaya. Because it starts to lose value later in the game with the ult.
What would you replace it with?
The Axe, I guess. Maybe you don't sell the Kaya, and then once you eat your Axe, then you replace the Kaya again. It's probably his least valuable item. Or boots in the fight. You could argue that he drops his treads. He doesn't need the movement speed.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Damage is pretty.
Also, next Roche is important. It can be a...
Dire's top tower.
Both items are going to be big for each team. The Axe or Refresher Shard. Refresher Shard on the Tidehunter I think is the biggest one in this game. It's not really big on anyone else. But the Axe for Navi can be used on the Weaver, is very strong. The Axe is decent. The TA one I think is kind of weak at this point in the game because of split push. Or even the A with the Satanic coming up on the nice sleep on the Delta. He's fine.
Duels to buy time.
Didn't even buy any on it.
I love how Sumer was very aware of the hex. Just got out.
Because once one lands, it's gonna follow up or terrorize. Like that was what was so strong about terrorize last year at TI. Actually, was like all it would take is one of any stun to like blink burrow strike, blink avalanche, and then the terrorize would fall up, and it was like any hero's dead.
Yeah, if you have no save.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
EG. Here is how they lost the. Looks like they're moving.
It's gonna be an early Roche pump. They sit in Roche. It's actually gonna spawn right now. This is very lucky for EG. Because they have the control of Roche right now. They can force it quickly.
Oh, hey.
Haste.
Arcane Rune bot got scouted out by Zayak, but I don't know if Storm is going to commit for him. Okay.
Pretty decent defensive items though. Now we support.
It's all about TA and hexing the food. Oh, very quick because the match. He is kind of getting kited, but X off his BKB and nothing's kind of happening. They don't want to commit on the Tide. The Tide's like, who's committing? But they're not committing on the Tide.
They're going to back off. What does Roche have?
X. Not X.
Okay.
So if Radiant sees it, they can stop buying Ags in the store. He wants to pick it up for himself.
Yeah, I think Lina should get it.
But they could also give it to the Lina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Don't have buyback.
the big refraction again. So good.
We also didn't talk about the Scotty and Weaver is extremely valued this game. There's 3 ranged heroes on PG, and Scotty is much stronger in ranged heroes than melee heroes.
So good.
So this gyro gets hit by a
Oh,
Scotty,
look at
and
the mid. Ice Blast a bit missed. If it connected, I feel like the Tide would have died. Once they're going on X level, but he has no BKB. For 10 seconds.
he's gonna get pushed.
Spurs gets strong. Storm kind of doesn't want to jump because he doesn't see the TA.
It's not that bad. They don't really lose anything. All their cooldowns are short on both teams relatively, besides Ravage. And,
Yeah, it was a 10-second BKB from Tide, and he's not going to be up for this fight, I think.
the lane also has an E-Blade, which is really cool. If you E-Blade the person who's called, they won't hit the axe to make him spin. TA can't hit them.
Yeah, I think it's mainly for the save, not for the purposes. Physical damage.
Weaver, TA, axe, even Dark Willow auto attack.
Controls are very important. Nothing that important is an illusion. And it's on a DD, haste, arcane.
Both teams are thinking, how do they fight this Roche? He's trying to do it right now,
Alright, they know they're doing it, so they drop the trap. They're gonna come and try to contest, potentially magical wants to break, gets the belt right. Oh, the damage is so high!
The Ravage, the Shiva Ravage.
Temple steps.
They wasted it.
both cores of Navi instantly BKB themselves with Titan, and that was very well executed.
I would actually say that it's not bad. Now their BKB is down. Time has buyback. Oh, that was perfectly executed by you.
There, 17 actually just slides it in there.
Navi doesn't have BKB.
Grab that.
Oh, huge terrorize.
He's got the Aegis. He's still there.
Yeah.
He just got it. He snatched it.
RTG
grabbed
got it, RTG got it.
He's alive. He lives through it.
GG, 200 IQ. Did you guys see that? Wow.
What? I mean, some stuff, it was a little bit overwhelming, but some stuff happened. He's giving an Aegis to somebody.
Oh, it was like oral plan with buybacks, BKB. It's a matter of buybacks and BKB. But this doesn't matter. It's about kiting, like
Dire's middle tower
baiting
is under
BKBs.
attack.
As soon as like they pop BKB to just kill crit alone, I felt like Navi would have lost the. Because no BKB, ET and Lina, they can go ham with your AoE stuns.
They committed a lot to that fight. The Weaver bought back and then he time-lapsed into the fight. He died because he didn't have ult.
I think it was just a pure BKB. The crit kill was
Dire's middle
Lina
tower
kill.
is under attack.
As for use Ravage, BKB, he can't buyback, so he just got baited and died. Bought back.
GG late game outplaying a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, the experience
They gave the axe to the Luna after the Roche fight.
They did,
Dire's
yes.
middle
So-
barracks.
He's now feeling pretty good about himself.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's more farm than S4. The two runes that are up right now are Arcane and Haste, but I think EG can't go for Megos, yeah.
Yeah, Easy's feeling confident,
Radiant's top
especially with
tower
Aegis
is
on
under
Gyro.
attack. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Well, let's see if they can finish everything up. Okay, so it looks like Divine Axe upgrade on Storm.
Was it cheesy? You think it was like?
Just
Dire's
destroy
bottom
our
barracks
spectator
have
experience.
fallen.
Axe says it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The old phase blade mill.
Dire's
blink
bottom shrine is under attack.
Poor ring of health. Bought it already, just doesn't do anything.
The BKB is really smart because of the two
Dire's
rules I think on
bottom
Radiant,
shrine has
the lead
fallen.
and the storm. So he now, you know, can force people to actually have to hit him. He won't get Yules in the air and have them just basically stunned.
And it looks like that is gonna happen. So I want to kind of talk about like how RTZ, even though he looked like he fed this game, I felt he actually picked. Yeah, his job was just tanking in the front line for the Tide and with the Tide.
Stupendous.
He just has to make them go on him. Storm has a free game, Lina has a free game. So they can like counter him. It looks like he was feeding, but I think part of his job, like some course has to sacrifice the other end. That's why Sumer is godlike and he's carrying the game.
Storm Force. Double
There was also his
damage.
really nice rotation on the tier 1 mid. In like 6-7 minutes.
Yeah, he knew that this
Dire's
job,
top
his
shrine
game,
is under
his
attack.
job this game was.
Getting two Zags upgrade.
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
EG is, you know, they don't feel forced to do anything. They know we're gonna win this game now. We can win this game in 5 minutes. We're gonna take the 2 shrines,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna force their base with the Aegis. Navi has so many
They
Okay, that helps. But not a lot.
double stop.
Zag blocks BKB on everybody.
Is under attack.
Oh wait, those. No,
What
some
did I miss?
Okay, they disengage.
If Storm had like more mana, I'm sure they would be fighting there.
Navi's been really good this game about BKBing very early in the fight. Once they see a Tide Hunter kind of walk up, they have to BKB. I think it's good and bad. It kind of is allowing them to disengage from the fights, but at the same time, I think they're really weak without their BKB, so them not getting extra kills with it feels kind of garbage.
Did you mention the Lina refresher?
Does he?
What?
Oh.
What?
Fresher egg?
No.
I guess she can catch. It's getting kind of fun.
She's a 26.
It's
Saved up.
actually very close to enough. 680 times 2 is like
Regeneration.
1360 plus 370. It's like
You can stun a
1750
couple extra
gold.
times. Yeah.
It's not much, you know? Like, I guess he's got a wand, but
I mean, he doesn't have to like chain to it. He can like wait like 2
I guess,
seconds. Back up. Awesome mana.
it's a lot of damage. It's like 2001.
Do you think EG is scared to keep forcing high ground?
I
Without
think
the Ravage?
so. Like they have to respect Navi's burst ability. Still have to. It's still no safe.
Whoa, what I miss?
I'm sure they respect it. Jaro's
Maybe if
Yeah.
RTZ had Satanic, like he'd comfortable.
bit interesting.
The TA is going for Divine Rape. He has it queued up. I think it's the right choice. It's really hard for them to, I think, just win the game straight up at this point without going some crazy item.
Yeah, when you're behind, you want to go big. I'm sure you learned it from Eternity. Team winning
Yeah.
times.
He's a big fan of rapiers. It turns a lot of the item, I think, is sometimes underused. You can turn a game that kind of close into being over. You know,
I
you
agree.
force a high ground with the rapier and an Aegis.
It was really popular like years ago on Gyro. No,
I know Miracle also has bought it a couple times recently. There was one example, he was a TB and he had Aegis and he bought a rapier and he ended the game.
yeah, the good old Aegis Reap combo.
So I think that if they're gonna win, that's their best shot at winning. But I don't know if he's gonna be able to actually do it with the rapier, like hit people, and there's so much stuff on AG that just stops him.
It's really scary too to pick it up. Already having Ags.
Navi might do a 5 minutes. Might wanna put it up. I feel like they just keep playing like this. Without doing bounties.
He went global call down again.
I think it helps them push the lanes. They can stay top, and even if there's a hero bot on Navi trying to push a lane out, it still gives them kind of like a ghost push on the lane.
I usually like it, but I don't agree on this. They have negative. Normally I love that. 5 minute. It looks like nothing's gonna happen.
So what are they waiting for? Aegis to...
Yeah, for EG side, Aegis, for Navi side, I don't know, I feel like they have to do something, you know? Can't just sit there until they...
I think they are, because I don't think they care about the binding runes. They just want to make sure that once Roche is like closer to
Money to burn.
that, then it's time. Because if they smoke there and they win the fight, then they don't guarantee Roche. But if they wait like a minute or two and then they smoke out and go look for the enemy team in a fight, then they can.
Oh, my reasoning, like that used to be my, like one, my reasoning is they're behind, they're gonna be separate because they're behind. Yeah, they're gonna be kind of greedy and separate. They're not gonna be like 5 manning to bottom. That was my
Pretty good right now.
EG's gonna probably, they might wait for the next Aegis and get Ravage up, but it doesn't look like they feel the need to force them out. They're just choking them out the map.
I kind of feel like if this was like a game one, they're feeling good. They're like so ahead, 5x and everything.
24k gold advantage.
This they like he hasn't had a. They want to like
They want to like secure the win.
Yeah.
And then, they don't need to win the game now, you know.
The Yasha client.
nullifier movement.
I'm over here.
But OD Pixel calls up the son of Doom.
Radiant
Really?
are
Son of-
scanning.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah. Very similar.
Can be better if you have a Bloodthorn. It also slows with every hit.
Also, a good point. It's just a lot of ways better because the fact that it costs
raise your time.
And it's also projectile.
I'm gonna have 10k. 10k on magic.
got surplus to buy. He's got to push the lanes. He doesn't want to get caught. Sumo can chip in at any time.
So nullifier. Nullify the gyro bomb back.
Nice jump on Dark Soul.
Backline. Run to the buyback. Viewer has buyback too. You can't tell when he has buyback.
It's a really good reaction by other thing. Stomping the 3 heroes, just scared.
Roche is gonna be up with a DD.
Still dead hero.
Yeah. The Weaver's not gonna buy. Like, if he buys, they now have to all leave the base, try to fight this Roche. So far away. No one else on his team can buy and fight. They have to give up this Roche.
I feel like
Axe
that
and
should be the
Refresher.
Well, Aegis Gyro is just gonna hit his tower and the axe is
It's the X.
The Tidehunter probably?
It's thought maybe they'd give it to you.
Yeah, me too.
They did change the ET in the last patch.
Yeah, that's what they nerfed it, right? You can't just pump fake it to go. I mean,
During the pump fake, it doesn't give you BKB. It only gives it during the strict channeling time.
Mako is so man. The arcane room. Places a good ward here too. Farming here too. Alright, let's focus.
there's still a Ranger X bot, remember. So if they dive to take this barracks, it's not megas.
Buyback status. Non-gyro.
They're still kind of nervous to push us harder. But I don't know why they're so scared. Oh, the rapier.
No boots. Oh, okay. That's some damage.
Dire's bottom
This
barracks are
can
under
be
attack.
the way that Navi wins from here.
Yeah, if they somehow kill RTG twice,
There's no bar.
yeah, he doesn't have buyback. That is their win condition. And he should realize he does better. Power runes are very.
Yeah, they're probably also waiting, maybe even for a 6th item for the gyro to replace Aegis.
I feel like it has to be some time.
It should be.
They have they have AA, but the
What if-
status is just
All right. What if he buys the Aeon disc?
Yeah?
It's like the playstyle was. It looks like he needs an, because he's just getting like axe called into
There's-
dead.
there is a nullifier on Weaver.
I guess so. Yeah.
And it doesn't dispel taunt.
Stun.
Well, I feel like it's not bad. Like, even my idea, like, just needs an item. Status resist. 5 though.
Hold on. Oh no.
Maybe it'd feel nice to go up high ground. I don't think going up high ground is gonna get much easier than going time.
When did Magical get so much? He has another 10k gold.
He's been the one hitting creeps whenever it was.
Oh, wait, rabbit!
Weaver low.
Double rabbit!
Is he still alive? Okay, good kill. The gyro goes down for the first time. His T is locked in no
This
DT.
is their win condition. Navi, no, but the gyro's running away. RTZ is scared.
Oh, we are just getting
Dude, Weaver is doing so much damage.
Huge call AoE. And the Storm Spirit bought back as well at the start of the fight.
I didn't catch what happened. How did
Dire's middle
I
tower
believe he got
is under
called and then
attack.
just two-shot by the TA.
Oh. I was about to say, like, in these situations, as PA, I think you should have a back.
That way, if you need to buy that,
Yeah.
that you're still on. You're not weak.
I think that was actually probably best case scenario for Navi. The Storm gave them a win condition as well with his buyback. They catch a Storm. I think they can just force mid. They have no instant jumps besides Time Hunter.
Tide has no BK. Or no ravages.
Swiftly to the temple's defense.
You just have to play around the PA.
Are you
The TA has my back.
So Weaver went Aeon Disc. He's cosplaying Gyro right now.
Radiant's
I wonder if the
middle
gyro
tower
just died
is
to like
under
blade now or
attack.
something.
A heart.
I mean, it's another solution against quick bursted.
I think going Satanic into Heart might be slightly better. The Heart is interesting because I don't know how much it takes him up compared to a Satanic.
Oh, he's listening to Purge.
It's like a third.
Purge, he's getting eye on this.
You watch.
No, he's listening to me. He's getting Satanic.
Oh, he doesn't know.
At least he kind of thought of me.
I think Satanic's
doesn't know.
pretty good though, because it's the best of both worlds. It's literally half of the, it's in between the two items.
I mean,
you know?
Ion is super safe, but I think that's
This item,
Yeah.
not,
it
man.
reduces call duration, it reduces Ice Blast duration,
And you have the
Reduces-
E-Blade to help you out, so
it reduces Hex,
you gotta,
Bash.
you gotta trust crit. Without the E-Blade, I agree on the Ion disc.
It's Aeon disc. Ion
Dire are scanning.
as an ION.
It's
Aeon
okay, it's
disc.
okay.
Huge difference. Get your nerd term.
So Weaver has no buy now. Nor does Storm. Big jump on top.
Tide just dead. Tide has buyback with Ravage up. No BKB on Magical. This is gonna be a bad
It's on Storm, but a perfect stun at the same time.
Ravage is gonna do it.
Oh, the
around.
Crystallize running for his life.
Weaver has no buyback.
Told you a
Oh,
Did the gyro get the act or the rapier?
Yes.
this is how you high ground, by not going high ground.
Force them to start a fight.
EG experience again.
I mean, the one hero that could die died. Maybe that was part of it. That Tide moved forward, knowing that
but
they'd
again,
go
like
on him.
that, it was the same thing. Like traded BKB with his buyback, so Tide the buyback, and TA is not gonna have link up. It's not gonna have BKB up. Stunned up and die. And now look at TA's items. He's got no pressure. He's got no that. They have no that.
Refreshes BKB, I guess. Melt Strike.
That's why you need a backup review. This smoke can't catch EG off guarded, but the
I think this fight should just be a Rax into a keep hitting the buildings,
Yep.
force an axe onto you.
they should just sit behind.
Trying to disable. Yeah. Let her easy about this. Glyph comes out though. Good call in two. Blade Mail spinning. Double call.
Double call though.
The follow-up and hit perfect timing, and now S4's gonna die as well.
Die back.
They have
I die back.
Okay.
So Rex. What?
Oh, just about Rapier on the ground.
Gyro does have buyback.
Oh no. You're not even gonna buy either.
Oh wait, Fly's got the drop. Fly got that Rex.
Only the
He
melee.
only got the drop. Yeah, at least he got the Rex. But this is a really bad timing. Look at 3 heroes on EG. No buybacks.
There's only one buyback in this whole game. And it's the axe.
Oh, I felt like they should have just kind of sat behind the gyro. Tide had no Ravage. If Tide had Ravage, sure, that looked like a good play.
I think they were worried about him dying because he didn't have he
Satanic.
didn't have Satanic yet, so they were still worried about like everybody on Navi being alive. He would have gotten an axe called, possibly bursted. So instead, what Storm did was he hit backline, was trying to mess with them, prevent them from discussing or messing with the gyro. But the problem is they had glyph, so they glyph for 5 seconds. Sumail did that stuff, but it just wasn't enough. And then Blizzy got the 2-man call on who was it? Tide +1.
Storm.
Yeah, that refresher
Storm?
from Blizzy,
Wow.
that was super clutch too.
Yeah. That was 6.4 seconds to disable.
Time to get serious.
You know, they all just died.
Navi, I think Navi knows. That's why Dark Willow bopping. They
Navi
wanna
wants
go
to
late.
end the game.
But what is that line being from? Is that from Crit?
At least they got all their buildings. Grab glyph as well. They can easily buy the time.
I think EG can.
They don't. Oh, they
do
do have a
piece.
Deso.
Radiant's middle tower
It's back
is
then.
under attack.
They might try to force the
Radiant's
throne right
middle
now.
tower is falling.
They're going for a throne. This is gonna be
They just don't have to die.
terrorizing the ET. You can't stun them anymore.
Dude, we know how this feels. Like, it doesn't end
Radiant's
for
middle tower
It does
is
not
under
end.
attack.
Come on,
They should back.
Yeah.
They're gonna feel bad. You know,
pulling
they
out.
could have taken a Rax. They could have taken
They could have taken.
a shrine.
Could
You
have
know.
done anything.
Why not
except
both?
hitting throne, you know.
And now the Ranger Axe top has like 16
Oh,
HP.
God.
So, you know, even an
Wait.
ET walks there, gives us
Smear's
smack.
going for it. I think.
Yeah.
Smear's going for
Maybe
it. He got it. He got it.
So Dire gets the Aegis, the Hag's Refresher Cheese,
The
Hags on the AA.
Radiant's middle barracks are
Refresher on
under
the
attack.
TA with the Divine Rapier.
Dire's middle
Cheese on
tower
the-
is under attack.
I'm like refreshing a Rapier.
What an intense game. I thought EG would finally get a like kind of clean win, but Navi's not giving up that easy.
What's the play for EG? Do you think they're gonna play like they did 5 minutes ago? 8 minutes ago? You know, farm
sounds
the
like
I
jungle,
don't know, man.
choke it out. You don't want to go high ground.
Right now, they want to wait 5x for sure.
Yeah.
They just kind
Yeah.
of want to calm down, wait for 5. I think you can just blame that on execution.
Yeah. They're gonna try to, I think, re-choke out the map. At this point, choking out's kind of, you know, not as good because everyone has items. You know, you're not gonna get much stronger.
Yeah, no
but,
point in choking up.
Yeah, but choking out's gonna give them
Room control.
room control, and it's gonna give them time for the Aegis to expire. And once they get both of those things at the point they need, that's when they're gonna want to go.
Well, Lena gonna buy a rapier too.
Is he? That's just cripping, you know, having fun.
That's like South American film. Chewing rape. Not actually. You get like blink or shadow blade. Like, something that lets him, helps him.
They're like any defensive item League. I don't.
It's like E-Blade's the only one these days.
And Yules, but like.
Yeah. Maybe a solar could be decent. But they have a solar already. in the TI9.
Yeah, at this point in the game.
Maybe he goes back to the late game Glimmer, because no one has gems.
Sounds very
Are
good,
scanning.
but
There's a gem on the
It's kind of
wheel.
good actually, because if you use the axe and then glimmer him, then it'll work.
Yeah.
oh.
Because then you won't attack, you'll go invis, and then all this like extra magic damage you're taking won't happen.
Money to burn.
Navi didn't realize they
saw the
can't
spirit.
beat them.
Radiant are scanning.
DD rune bot.
They're baiting the rune. Will this play work? Oh wait. Crit. Nope. He's aware.
You saw the sentry.
He's like looking at the map. There's no fire.
No buyback.
You walked to here, you saw the sentry, so he knew they were here.
If that was a storm, I feel like Navi can go like pretty ballsy, but it's just a Lina.
Bounty.
Nothing's gonna change. I feel.
Is his buyback cooldown? Or is it gold?
A bit cooldown. Yeah.
Look at this tide. That's actually really big. He doesn't have 5 for a minute either.
The
gonna
dire
play
heroes
some
are so far
BK
away.
yeah, but forcing out a BKB, now they really can't fight until this lane is up. This game, I think, probably is going to go to the next wave. Neither team's going to feel super confident. Anytime there's a rapier in the field, you will only feel confident when you have the Aegis. And when you're in the position where you're mega'd and you have a rapier and you have Aegis, it's hard to push out and then to force something. And the other team doesn't want to go into you without an Aegis. So it's a lot of back and forth waiting for this perfect opportunity where the map is like good for you.
So what's it like being in these like super late game, crazy game situations where weird stuff happens where it's like pub games, like you guys have encountered stuff like this in pub games, but it's like so uncommon that like, what's it like playing it?
I mean, in pub games, it's all about like being one and like making sure like 5 people are on one page, not and in CM and like about being jumping the correct target, not using BKB properly. It's all about using BKB because everyone has 5x. You want to like bait people, die, 5x. Now they don't have buyback.
It's also a lot of you have to keep playing to win. As you can see, Navi, they're playing to win, right? They're the axe keeping bot, pushing out bot by himself. They're farming the ways out all the way to the river. They're farming the jungles. They're not sitting their base, you know, pulling creeps into the fountain.
Not a lot
on
of
the tier
teams
fours.
like, knew how to. I feel like these days every team is playing to win.
A lot of teams would, even when they would get like 2 racks and defending their 3rd racks, they wouldn't leave their base. But now a lot of teams are better about trying to take every opportunity they can and get the win
I
instead
think
of
it's
taking low risk.
thanks to the Kairos voice line. Whoever said, "That's playing to win, baby."
That's tough.
Yeah.
Aegis has expired, so EG knows this timer. They might try to get a pick or 2 off of it.
S4 grab.
Because they see 2 heroes. Ravage catches 2. Dark Willow axe, stopped axe call.
Double BKB. We do have 3 BKBs on this axe with the refresher shard and orb.
The caliber of these teams are so. You see, like the Navi expected the jump and the E thing expected Navi to expect it, the EG to expect it. You know what I mean?
No, I'm confused.
They
Do you want to explain it
expected the
again?
expected of being the expected.
One more time.
Yes.
Yes. Connor got it.
So
It's my team.
the storm jumped in and he jumped back and then to the right. So he dodges the axe call and kind of forces them to double BKB because they don't want him to like re-engage again. At this point in the game, he has a lot of mana. He you know, it's fine. You know, in the earlier stages of the game, when he'd jump in, he'd jump out, he'd have to fully disengage. He'd be, you know, 40% mana. He wouldn't want to commit again, but at this, you know, later stage of the game, he can go in, go out, drop a bunch of remnants because of his talent.
So it all started from Navi waiting on the storm. They know that Sumer is gonna be cocky, fuck around. TA and the Axe was hiding, expecting them, and then Storm was expecting that they were did what Connor said. And then Tide expected, S4 expected, the expected, and then expected.
You can tell this game is very interesting, guys. So Roshan is probably the next big thing we're gonna wait for.
And we got a May respawn in 1 minute, so
Yeah, 1 to 4 minutes probably.
Yep.
So he has not changed the rapier, and he queued up a blink after. I'm hoping it's the blink, you know,
Well,
path, but he does have a lot of attack speed. I think he went for spell amp at 20, not the attack range, so or attack speed. So
pretty good.
Rapier's a little questionable with this build.
1050 pure damage. Quite good.
And he, oh, this all everyone's 25, right?
Yeah.
Echo Stomp Void damage. That's a really cool talent.
I've ever seen.
Yeah, so you can actually like deal a lot of damage to someone and they won't wake up, which is really cool late game, because you can, you know, like on a Weaver, if you sleep him in the earlier stage of the fight, you can deal 600, 700 damage, then he will wake up, and then you Laguna him. So it's like an extra couple seconds to stun.
Oh, he went Ice Blast kill threshold.
That's very rare. Most people will almost always go the cold feet
Yeah,
early.
the Cold Feet's pretty good, but they have so many fast heroes, and he already has Axe anyway, so his threshold is up to 17%, which is an insane amount of health actually.
Is it 17 before the talent?
No. It's 12. It's like 10, 11, 12 right now. Scaling. It goes up to 17 threshold and 17 duration.
Okay.
The Axe has 3 cores next. Watch out for Axe.
You wanna call AoE, right? Should really
They didn't grab him. He uses Dark Shadow, whatever. Oh, the rabbit on top! They call him.
Axe has a lot of core. Axe core, oh, the core!
Got him?
Got him, but throw bot back right away.
It's a travel.
RTZ running for his life here. Does get caught by Ramble.
But it looks like Navi's heroes, they're not in ready. They're not in position.
Shoot side gunner, damn it. Doesn't shoot the bug.
What did I do? Side gunner?
Why does it, that's what it's called, you know?
Oh,
Side gun. Why wouldn't it shoot the bugs? It's there's nothing around.
that is.
I guess you can't shoot it if it's on your cannon, you know? Probably know
Yeah.
that. Can't shoot
So
yourself.
Sumail bought back again. You know, this is another one of those things where Cannibal can a win condition. I think at the same time, if Navi kept committing, that's a really good buyback.
This is the issue. He's queuing up. He needed a hard disable. It's like
Dire's middle
sold-
tower is under attack.
Nullfire. Correct?
yeah, because he's basically jumping it, but he's having trouble getting the catch. He's trying to get in melee range, use Vortex, but
They have a
all the
lot of-
heroes can react. They can press BKB and stuff, but Hex the cast range while you're balling in, you're not gonna be able to stop it.
Dire's middle tower
I think the
is
fight
under
has to
attack.
happen with Gyrocopter. Hard. Very can't jump first.
Why does it have to be him? Just because
Because of the
You can
thing
turn
that
it.
yeah, it's not a Gyro's not going to kill. But how they win, how DJ wins team fight is bait their BKB, play around the non-BKB. RTZ is not the carry of the PG right now. Ina magical damage.
Which talent did Tide get at 25?
damage. Long time ago. Yeah, here they could potentially go on him, but the
There
rest
is
of
no
their
Ravage.
teams are all nearby.
There's no.
Well, yeah. The Light Strike array somehow.
He has a
Yeah, thanks, yeah.
I really wanted to see Shadow Blade. Like, it's like Invis stuff, Invis items. They're really good league.
Yeah.
Because the force.
even supports when they get, you know, more items. It feels much worse to drop another for a gem.
Yeah, the supports are easy to attack, right? Hard for why.
Roche is out. This axe is doing the goods anyone? I guess maybe over.
Whoever dies here is pretty key. Can't decide.
Is he using that for vision? He was, right?
Yeah, they so EG right now they want to delay this, right? They want to sit out of it and like keep them, thinking about Roche and not committing to it. And that's because the mega creeps are gonna start pushing in slowly.
I don't know how this happened, but TA doesn't have a travel. Dies here.
He can just drop a trap and TP back,
Oh, he does have axe. I'm sorry.
so he doesn't have to be too worried about it. The axe is like I think 30-second cooldown on the TP, so it's up fairly often. So Storm keeps pushing out the bot lane and then TPing to base, and he's gonna just probably have bots and be able to be back at this fight.
Navi does have a superior Roshan lineup. Very bad.
I mean, it's not like
I think he's doing pretty slowly.
I mean, they've got
They have
Solar
Solar.
Crest, they have
250.
Axe
Dire's
Gun
middle tower
with
is
minus
under
5.
attack.
That's actually a lot of minus 5. Quick.
This axe is kind of useless, right? On the ET, I think it's just disarm, or is it it's the BKB now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give it to him. Refresher for your Tide again. Navi really wants to contest this. The TA is at his base pushing it out, but again he has a trap that he can play with BKB.
Navi has to be kind of careful jumping off like this. You steal a Dark Willow. Too pumped up.
But it's difficult. I guess they have to worry about Ravage.
They can just like game over the yard. Oh, the axe force. No refresher on the axe.
Or TP's alive. Oh, but he's got the Ice Blast on him though, he can't heal. Save time to
What's
wait.
happening? Navi's BKBs are getting tired. It's really bad for Navi. You don't realize that.
Navi's losing their base to Mega Creep.
Not yet, not yet. Dark Willow looks like he's about to go down.
He has no buy.
He does have no buy, and now it's a kind of
Their
a
throne's
reverse
getting killed.
for each.
Dire's ancient.
They're gonna defend it, but
That was so much damage actually. That gives
that was really clutch by Crit. He E-bladed the gyro, and the gyro's
that's why he
BKB,
lived.
the gyro BKB doesn't purge an ally's E-blade on you.
Oh really?
So he was
Okay.
Dire's
E-bladed
ancient.
and BKB'd, so he took no damage at all, and he was able to back off. The Ice Blast was short cooldown.
The heck?
Oh, the Ravage.
Does it say no buybacks coming? They're hitting it, they're hitting it!
But the cliff is there, cliff is there.
I think that throne's gonna explode.
So they have to, they didn't win yet.
They're sitting back, there's a Hex on Gyrocopter, but Satanic kicking in.
They should focus on heroes, not the troll.
BKB comes out at the perfect time for the TA.
Oh, I hit it. Just running in. I think that's
Yeah, Felina's starting to get it.
the flies right click.
EG gets a win on the board here. It's getting pretty late here. It's 9 p.m. already. Matches to be played today. If I don't have, do they have more games? They do. I believe EG has a third set that they still have to play. They are going to be exhausted, especially after the 82-minute game, but they got to win.
Yeah. If you call that a win, that was a little.
That was a win.
That's the
Yeah.
W.
Yeah.
Take the point, dude. They
Yeah.
need points. They've got to be relieved at least a little bit, but yeah, they've got a long night ahead of them to play their last series. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Purge, Febby, and Gunner, and we'll catch you with the next match.